Strange, yet true stories. Tales from the light side, the dark side, and the other side. I'm Steve White. I saw the woman from my dreams. Happenstance? Luck? Or was it a glitch in time? A few years back, I was having these really vivid dreams. There was this beautiful woman with long black hair that kept appearing and reappearing in these dreams. She kept telling me her name was Aurora. She seemed to appear in all different kinds of dreams of mine, and she felt familiar, though when I would wake up, I couldn't think of anybody in my life that she resembled, and I didn't know anybody by that name. Her face was very distinctive, and her name always echoed in my mind for a long time after I woke up. Aurora. I tried to Google her name or find out how the image of her face became embedded in my subconscious. Then, after a few months, she stopped making appearances in my dreams, but I still wondered who she might be. A few years later, around Halloween 2009, I'm in my car with a friend of mine. We had stopped at a gas station, filled up, grabbed a snack and a drink, and I was getting ready to pull out onto the road when my phone rang. I paused, not pulling out just yet as I looked down at my phone. I didn't recognize the number, but I answered anyway.
Hello?
No one spoke. I didn't think much about it and got ready to pull out onto the road when the person behind me, who had gotten impatient, was swerving around me angrily, glaring at me and honking his horn. He darted out onto the road, not waiting the few seconds it would have taken for me to get moving. The moment that guy got out on the road, a silver Honda Civic spun out of control and slammed into the car that just swerved around me. I was mesmerized, but I picked up my phone and called 911 and waited for the police and ambulance to come. I could tell that neither one of the drivers was conscious. We looked to see if there was any way we could help, but the cars were pretty mangled. The paramedics showed up a minute or two later, but they didn't hurry once they made an initial check in either car. Both drivers had been killed instantly. The shocking reality that could have been me and my friend in one of those cars floored me. My knees buckled, thinking that if I hadn't received that random phone call from a wrong number, I might be dead at this moment. It took me a while to get myself together, seeing that kind of horrific crash, knowing that 2 lives were snuffed out in a blink of an eye, and that it could very easily have been me under that white sheet carted off to the hospital in a slow-moving ambulance take some time to recover from. I picked up my phone and looked at that number again. Curiosity was getting the better of me, and I wanted to somehow express gratitude for what I could only view as miraculous. It rang 4 times, and it went to voicemail. "Hi, you've reached Aurora. Leave your name and number and I'll call you back." Aurora? She said her name was Aurora. The memory of all those dreams I had just a few years ago came flooding back to my mind. Her face was vivid, as if she was standing right in front of me. I had goosebumps and was a good bit unnerved. I hung up, not leaving any sort of message. I didn't know what I could possibly say that would have made any sense at that moment. After a restless night's sleep, I knew I had to call again and talk to her. Still trying to put the pieces of this puzzle together, I rang the number again. A woman answered, and we talked.
Yes?
She introduced herself as Aurora, and seemed pleasant enough. I recapped all of the previous night's events as she listened patiently, and then I told her about the weird dreams I had a few years ago. I didn't get the feeling that she was overly impressed with my story, but she told me her last name, so she couldn't have thought I was that creepy or crazy. She told me that she didn't call me the night before. She had no memory of calling anyone the previous evening. I asked her if she was on Facebook, and she said she was. I looked her up on Facebook. I could not believe my eyes. Aurora was beautiful, with long black hair and was unmistakably the woman I had seen in my dreams. That was difficult to process. We got off the phone with one another. We haven't talked since, and I haven't had any more dreams with her face in them. I often wonder if that glitch didn't happen, would I even be here today? I don't have a rational reason for what happened, but if that wasn't a glitch, then I may be going crazy. This has been another strange but true curated story. If you have had a strange occurrence with the paranormal or something way out of the ordinary, tell us about it at strangebutTrueStories2@gmail.com. I'm Steve White. Until next time.